Brothers Drinks is primarily a contract manufacturer and bottler of other people's products.
Our customers include some of the biggest multinational drinks companies in the world. Quite a large proportion of the output goes for export, as well as obviously for the UK.
We're now up to 200 million bottles a year output. The implementation of the system was, I felt, done extremely professionally. I was imagining a situation where we would have days of downtime and no useful information coming out, but in fact it went very smoothly. Each person within the organisation virtually had their own database. There was a lot of duplication. Occasionally there would be errors or there'd be timing differences.
We now have all the data about the business, which includes all the stock or inventory, the bill of materials, the pricing, all the dispatches and the purchases, all in one place. It's much easier to get at the data and report on it.
The stock management of raw materials was based on Excel spreadsheets. The warehouse staff spent quite a lot of their time having to double-check quantities of raw materials. On several occasions we had insufficient stock of, let's say, a particular label and had to spend extra money getting the labels rush produced and delivered overnight. With Exapta, I could immediately tell we are short 10,000 labels or any ingredient for that product. Another benefit is the stock rotation. Previously we would have to rely on individuals to ensure that they pick the oldest stock. It's not just on raw materials which have a sell-by date, but also for things like labels. Now the system ensures that we use the oldest first.
All material movements from goods receipt right through to dispatch are now managed through a barcode system using handheld RF scanners. These are based on an Internet Explorer platform, so we're able to adapt the screens to meet just what Brothers staff needed and thereby ensure the data is going real time directly into the Exapta database.
A lorry will arrive, he gives the reference number to the forklift driver. The forklift driver will key in the reference number he's been given, and the screen on the scanning device will say, this is the stock that's got to go on this lorry, and this is where to go and get it. Once all the pallets have been scanned and put on a log, the system then knows that the load's complete and it will produce delivery note. And on the delivery note, it has itemised every single pallet that's gone on there. It will produce the right customs excise paperwork to go with it. He'll go back to the office and all the paperwork that he needs for the load will be there.
Customs and excise place a lot of demands on businesses who manufacture alcoholic beverages. We've been able to adapt Exapta very quickly and easily to ensure that the data is recorded real time to easily report to customs on exactly where we stand with regards to payment of duties.
There have been tightening of the traceability requirements legally within Europe. We have to know every ingredient in every bottle and be able to tell where each bottle went. Before the implementation of Exapta, it was a manual system. If we had an inquiry, it could take us potentially up to 3 hours to find the information and send it to the customer. We can now do that while they're on the phone.
Our customers spend a lot of time tracking the raw materials that we have here in order to make sure that we've got enough to fulfil their orders. You know, there's thousands of raw material items that need to be monitored. With Exapta, we get rid of that whole workload of things.
We can give our customers real-time information over the internet. They can then rely completely on our system. They can actually just go onto the internet and see exactly how far their order has progressed. One of the reasons why we chose Exapta was that it was a Microsoft product, and we felt that it would be supported for as long as we will need it for, and there wouldn't be an issue with them suddenly disappearing. One of our concerns was that we do not have a straightforward manufacturing company. It involves duty and various other issues which are non-standard, but in fact they were dealt with extremely well.
Moving from being reactive to proactive will give the management team greater opportunities to grow the business, to offer enhanced services and seek out new customers.
The information we now have available far exceeds what we were able to do beforehand. Exapta would enable me to spend far less time chasing information and spend more time on actually ensuring that the business is running more efficiently.